Hi guys, welcome to Classic Rock and Country Music Facts and Trivia. Today's video is on Glenn Frey of the Eagles and why Glenn Frey was convinced not to be a solo artist. Being a member of a band offers a sense of security and camaraderie that solo artists rarely experience. That is, of course, unless the band is in the Eagles, in which case you might be more likely to spend years embroiled in intense and occasionally violent arguments with your fellow musicians. During the course of their tenure, the conflict at the heart of the Eagles became almost as infamous as the band's musical output, leading band leaders Don Henley and Glenn Frey to often wish they had never started the band in the first place. By all accounts, the Eagles were never supposed to exist in the first place, much less achieve the unparalleled commercial success of the time with records like Hotel California. During the late 60s, Glenn Frey relocated to L.A., but quickly found himself without a band or much of a plan going forward. At the time, he was determined to become a solo artist after being played with various groups and duos for a number of years. As you can probably guess, though, this ambition to become a solo artist didn't exactly go as planned. After all, the American music scene of the late 60s was awash with solo singer-songwriters. The scene was grossly oversaturated. Nevertheless, it took the stern advice of producer David Geffen for Frey to realize that fact. I had just played a couple of songs for David Geffen, the guy who managed Joni and CSNY. The people I wanted to be with, Frey told Rolling Stone in '75. He told me point blank that I shouldn't make a record by myself and that maybe I should join a band. He had a major impact on the music industry over the years, playing a part in a litany of major moments, but the advice he gave to Frey may have been one of the most important. After all, it was this chat which eventually led to the formation of one of the most successful American rock and roll bands of all time, Eagles. Shortly after Geffen crushed Frey's solo dreams, the Detroit-born guitarist was hired by Linda Ronstadt, who was in need of a backing band for a tour. Linda Ronstadt hired me, the musician remembered. It was 2 days before rehearsal was supposed to start, and they still hadn't found a drummer. Inevitably, this role was quickly filled by Frey's future bandmate and collaborator, Don Henley. Here was Henley, just standing right up in the troubadour, he recalled. So I struck up a conversation with him. Told him my whole trip was just stalled. I had all these songs and I couldn't make a record, and I wanted to put a band together, but I was going on the road with Linda. That conversation quickly led to an idea sparking between the two as they were both in the same boat. As Frey elegantly put it, Henley said that he was messed up too, so that it was the story of how the Eagles came to form and how Frey avoided the lonesome life of solo artist. Ultimately, though, the story didn't end in harmony. Quickly, a wedge was driven between Frey and Henley, owing to the ever-relevant excuse of artistic differences. But the Eagles were achieving such a colossal level of success that throwing in the towel would have been disastrous. It was only in 1980 that the Eagles officially broke up, marred by unsalvageable relationships and copious amounts of drugs and alcohol. This left Frey once again without a band. This time, however, he ignored the advice and embarked upon a solo career throughout the 1980s, earning himself a considerable degree of commercial success along the way. Perhaps trying to establish himself as a solo performer back in the 60s wouldn't have been so impossible after all. I think the real reason, he's very talented, but the only reason he made it as far as solo acting goes because he was in the Eagles, so he already had that push. So that was, but the time with Linda Ronstadt was, I'm sure, very educational. But the Eagles, man, those harmonies cannot be touched. Closest I ever heard anybody coming to them, in my opinion, was Restless Heart, and what a great band they were too. All I got for you guys. Hope you like this. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please like this with the thumb up over here. I think click that thumb, give me a like, please. Please share that to family and friends. Let them know what we're doing here. You guys have a great day. God bless you. Go listen to some Eagles. I'm praying for you.